What's going on, everybody? Horror DJ back with another video. Explosions, death, and fun. And I know I just brought you guys a Siene Crossing video yesterday, but this one's kind of a special occasion. I am playing with fellow newcomer YouTuber, UFGY, and man, he kicked some serious butt on this game. I think I ended up with like 25 kills or something like that, but he ended up with like over 40 kills. And the reason I'm uploading this one is, as you can see, I use pretty much the same strategy on this one as I did the video yesterday. But this was an epic game, man. I'm not even kidding you. Back and forth. Both teams were PTFOing their asses off. Every time we would take something, the other team would take something else. I mean, it was a big circle of, we would take A, they would take C. We'd go back and take C, they'd be on A. We'd run over to B and get B. They would drop on C. We'd get D, they would take A. I mean, it was back and forth. There were enemies everywhere. Everybody was playing together. You know, UFGY and I were talking a lot. Eventually, another friend of his actually joined us. And, man, we were clearing house, just playing really well. I've kind of changed my opinion a little bit of the AN-94. It's still a pretty good gun, but other guns that are out there do the same thing, but they only do it a little bit better. The recoil on this, even with the grip, I ended up getting the grip about halfway through this match and threw it on there, and it really didn't make that much of a difference. I know the patch is coming, and the patch is probably going to fix some of that, but yeah, this was just an epic battle. I mean, you didn't really find a whole lot of guys camping around. There, you know, the other squads were playing the objective. It was fun. You know, I had a blast playing this game. We played 3 or 4 other games the rest of the night, and all of them were fun. We won a couple, we lost a couple, but they were always, you know, they were entertaining. They were fun. The last one of the night that we played together, I didn't even record it because for prosperity reasons, but just as a joke, we all pulled out the USASs. I didn't use frag rounds, I will admit. I just used the flechette, but it was on Operation Metro. We ended up winning by an extremely large margin, and it was just a lot of fun. I don't think any of us had less than 30 kills, maybe 25 kills, something like that. But it was, you know, playing the objective, just, I don't know, it's really surprising and it's refreshing when you get into a match with, you know, somebody that this is the very first time that I'd played with him, and constantly wanting to play the objective, going from one objective to another. You know, he was impressed that no matter what was going on, I was right there, you know, trying to take the objectives with him, trying to get some kills with him. You know, we were picking each other up all the time. I did a lot of editing out in this video. I did a lot of fast forwarding just because if I would have left it as it was, this was almost a 30-minute video. I mean, it was that back and forth. The ticks were hard to come by. The ticks were hard to take out. But, you know, I think I got this down to right around 14 minutes or so, just over 14 minutes. And that was editing a lot of basically us just going back and forth. I didn't record the team chat, just for the simple fact I don't really like to do that. Live comms are hard to edit. You know, if you're just gonna be like a team deathmatch or something, would be perfect for a live comm. But when you're playing a full match, you're gonna want to edit out some of the unnecessary time in the deaths and unnecessary time for traveling. It speeds up everything and kind of screws up the chatter anyway. But it's a great feeling when you're playing with a team that communicates. You know, hey, there's 2 guys coming your way. You know, watch your back, this kind of stuff. Pick me up. All those things that make this game truly great. I mean, every game's going to have its problems, and we all know that they do. But, man, when it comes together and when it feels right, when you score a crap ton of points and your team wins. If you score a crap ton of points and you still lose, valiant effort by you, but you didn't have the teamwork there. I mean, obviously, you know, we had dominated the top of the leaderboards, and I think the next closest person to us was like 3,000 points or 2,000 points or something ridiculous like that below us. we were all over the map. Yeah, we focused a lot of time between A and C, but to me, I think those are the two most highly contested areas of the map. I mean, you know, there's different levels. You can get inside the buildings and shoot down. You know, there's long lines of sight, so there's room for snipers. I mean, it's really the most hotly contested area of the entire map. And it's a fairly large map. I'm surprised that there aren't more vehicles on it. Even though there's a lot of buildings, there's a lot of open ways and a lot of places where, you know, getting from point A to point B with a vehicle, especially like Jeeps or buggies or something, would definitely help speed up some of the time. I kind of want to talk a little bit about yesterday's video. I've had quite a few people watch it, which thank you so much for the people that are watching my videos. I really do appreciate it. It's making my channel grow. You know, obviously slowly but surely. I think I have like 22 or 23 subs or something, but every time I post a video, I'm getting 1 or 2 more subs, and it's definitely helping me out for people that are helping me promote. You know, I throw stuff out on Twitter for the people that are reposting it. It's a good feeling. It really is. But I had a guy, I can't even think of his name. It was Douchebag Von Skiernick or something. I don't know. I couldn't barely read the name. It had so many consonants and vowels in it in the wrong places. But apparently I have an annoying voice to this guy. And hey, more power to you, buddy. All I gotta say to that is thanks for watching the video, and at least you posted a comment, you know? I don't know. Back, I guess, to the video itself. Again, you'll notice I speed up quite a bit because there's some times where it's just us kind of posting up, trying to take flags, and some of them weren't even contested. I don't know. They must have been. Oh yeah, they were. While we were at A and C, they were at B and D. We ended up going to B and D a couple times. B, I think, is towards B twice towards the end, I think. But you know, it's constantly just back and forth. And these are the most fun games. No, it's not like Operation Metro where every 5 seconds you're firing your gun because, you know, there's enemies everywhere. But this is the kind of match that gets your blood going. You know, it gets you sweating a little bit just because, you know, you look at the scoreboard and yeah, we've got a comfortable lead here and there, but every time you turn around, they've capped another 1 or 2 flags and you're like, Jesus, we need to get over there and take something else. You know, there's really not a whole lot of time to just sit back and defend. And I think when it comes to matches like this, if every match was like this, this would definitely be the Call of Duty killer that everybody was talking about. I still think that overall game experience, this is a better game. The shooting mechanics aren't nearly as smooth, but I think that's because they put some realistic stuff in it. You know, they actually put recoil into the guns. They actually put, you know, a reason to play. There's no final stand. There's no kill streaks. There's no death streaks. You know, you're not constantly playing, like I said before, you're not constantly playing for your next kill streak. And that's one of the big beauties of this game. I think coming up here, I wipe out, I don't know, like 3 or 4 minutes of it because it's just us running back and forth between a couple different flags, and there aren't really any enemies. I think I might get a kill or 2 and die a couple times, but it's more of, oh crap, that just happened, you know, the boring stuff. Anyway, back to my constant Call of Duty comparisons. I was originally a Call of Duty player. Actually, my very first-person shooter was Rainbow Six Vegas, the first one, and I got into playing that game with a really good group of guys that used a lot of strategy on like the attack and defend type stuff. It was, you know, the bomb defense and things. And so you would post up, yeah, you'd do a little bit of camping, but for the most part you were assigned an area. And that was your job. That was your job to take care of that stuff. And it was always a whole lot of fun to play that game. And then Call of Duty 4 came out not too long after that. And Call of Duty 4 changed the game. Call of Duty 4 got everybody into the quick twitch, fast-paced, you know, 357 kill streak ways of playing the game. And it was fun, and it was great. But at the same time, I don't know, I missed the team camaraderie where, you know, you take this area, and if you need, if you die or something happens, communicate with the rest of the team. That kind of went away with Call of Duty 4 for me. And then, Modern Warfare 2 and everything else came out, and it was basically the same game with just different, with different graphics and different kill streaks and stuff. And it kind of took away a little bit of my love for the first-person shooter. In between, I had played, Battlefield Bad Company and Bad Company 2, and I loved those games, but at the same time, none of my friends were playing them. My Xbox finally died on me, and I was the first person to get a PS3, and the very first game that I fell in love with on the PS3 was MAG. Massive action game. It was 256 people on the screen at the same time, just tearing it up. And that was back to more of the Rainbow Six type. You had to communicate. One person wasn't going to go Rambo and take out, an entire platoon or entire squad. This part here is pretty cool. I rev my teammate and immediately pick off the guy coming around the corner trying to kill us. I do this to him twice, and FG is both times like, dude, seriously, don't do that. Kill the guy first before you pick me up. I'm like, nah, I got you, don't worry. Here's a part where I skipped because it was kind of just me running around C, and they had a tank shooting into it, and I wasn't killing anything, and they weren't killing me, so what's the point of watching all of that? Sorry about the pause there, everybody. My dog started barking, and I had to take him out, so. Alright, back to some of the gameplay. If you notice here, you'll start to see me draw my pistol a heck of a lot more. This is where my frustration with the AN-94 was really starting to pick up. I had really hoped that adding the grip to it would alleviate some of the issues with the recoil at distance, and it really didn't help. So I didn't feel like changing guns midway through the game. There was a lot of action going on. I didn't want to take the time to go through and switch weapons and everything. But so yeah, instead I just started switching to my pistol a lot more. In most cases with, the M416, the M16, A3, and A4, I'd have had a lot better accuracy in picking the guy that just killed me off. Whereas, here I was shooting over his head, shooting under him. There's another scene coming up here. It's toward the end of the video where there's a sniper off in the distance. With any other weapon, I would have at least been getting hit markers on him. And here it was just above him, below him, left, right. I wasn't hitting him at all. So, yeah, I think after the patch, I'm going to give the AN-94 another shot. But until they fix the recoil on it, I just don't know if it's a worthwhile gun for me to use. Other people, obviously feel free to use it. Don't take my advice for everything. I'm just a guy that plays video games and puts them on YouTube, good or bad. Like right here, God, I missed that guy so many times. I'm lucky I killed him. So I switched to the pistol. Sometimes I feel like I have better luck with hitting somebody at some of a distance to it with the pistol instead of, trying to use a gun that's going to bounce all over the damn place. But yeah, this one's kind of wrapping up. Here at the end, you'll see me, I kill another guy and go to revive one of my teammates. I honestly have no idea how I didn't see the guy that ends up shooting both of us here at the end. But yeah, it's wrapping up. I get this guy and come up and I'm like, oh, I'm going to be a savior and save his life, and end up getting picked off right here at the end. But that's the end of the video, guys. Leave me some comments and tell me if you think my voice sucks, whatever. But thanks for watching, guys. Have a good one.